Hello and welcome, world of the interwebs. I'm the one, the only Millitello. I'm joined almost as always by good old Doofin of the Schmertzes and Paige of the Utonians. How you guys doing this fine day?
Pretty good.
I'm doing all right.
That is awesome. You guys know how it goes. This is a professionally amateur show. We're here to eat muffins and eat out your mom. Because that's what we do.
What was that, Mike?
Eat muffins. I had a muffin for breakfast instead of a bagel like I normally do, and it was pretty good. It was banana nut.
Banana nut right in your mouth.
Ooh, that was really good. That was really good. That was really good. Oh, by the way, just because of that intro, don't tell your mom about this one. Be like, we skipped number 11.
No, there isn't an 11. Be like, hey, don't worry about 11. It doesn't exist. Bad luck. Like, isn't that 13? Like, no, that's the lucky one.
Be like that. What was it? The SpongeBob Lost episode. It's called Squidward's Suicide. I have a bunch of knowledge here to kill your guys' childhood. I'm fucking ready for it.
That's not really a tickle. That's like a forceful ass fucking.
No, in that, like, he loses his damn mind because of SpongeBob and just decides to kill himself. And then there's a bunch of, like, creepypasta-ish looking images that flash across the screen. And yeah. Supposedly.
Well, I don't have to go look at. Thanks, Mike.
You can't find it. You can't find it.
You can't find it?
No. It's just hold up. So I'm hearing double. Can you turn your speakers down, Paige?
I don't think it's me.
I think it might be. Because now it's gone.
I'm pretty sure it's Doof.
Is it Doof? Our headphones so difficult, guys.
Yeah, man. It's Doof. It's not me.
Oh, well, shit. Yeah, it is Doof. All right, yeah, that's good. So, last week there I talked about that shitty new WWE game, and went over some of the reviews, saw some gameplay, and oh boy. On the plus side, so the most recent ones there, they kind of complicated the controls a little bit, where you use the sticks more. Kind of like my play style of controller that I use when we play hockey, instead of using buttons. Well, I use stick for all my shooting and everything. I use the right stick and all that. And that's what they had for the most recent WWE games, but they simplified it. Like, I could sit there and be, hey, you hit this button to punch, this button's kick, this button's grapple. But with that limitation, basically every character has the same moveset minus their special. So I guess it makes it kind of look, you can't do nearly as much. So then they kept the reversals in there, obviously, but the time frame you have to do these reversals is so long. Like, I saw clips of online matches, and it's legit just reversal after reversal after reversal for like the entire match until they time out. And of course, what would these newer games be without being filled with microtransactions? So there's only, like, I think it said 23 or 24 characters at the beginning, and you can grind like fucking crazy to unlock them, or you just, go get your mom and dad's credit card.
That's pretty fucking stupid. I hate how so many games are doing microtransactions. It's pretty fucking obnoxious.
Like I understand a little bit here and there, but like, it's gone way too fucking far.
Yeah, like with some games that had like DLCs that came out, I could see it because it was like getting a whole extra game. And then like some cosmetic things that don't really matter, that doesn't bother me either. But like, there's a lot of games where it's like, oh, if you want to do really well, yeah, you're gonna have to fork over some cash.
Exactly. Like, if it's cosmetic shit, I kind of understand where it doesn't like help with the game or anything. But hey,
yeah.
Oh, by the way, I was wrong again on the hunting episode. Even when I tried to correct it. So there are elk in the lower peninsula of Michigan, and there's moose in the upper peninsula. And apparently Atlanta, Michigan, which isn't too far from me, is the elk capital of Michigan. So we have both.
Wow. We are just a shit show of mistakes.
I had to pull the message up to make sure I fucking got it right this time. But I talked to my buddy that was correcting me there, and we're trying to schedule there with him to. He's basically can come on here and tell us how dumb we are and break it all down for us.
Good.
But,
very good.
He's really big into hunting and trapping and all that, and especially around here, so he knows the stuff. Oh yeah. So it's basically, and the gameplay looks like, back onto the game. The gameplay basically looks like a like wrestling meets Super Smash Bros, but in a ring. It looks like a fucking hot mess. Apparently it's way less buggier, but when you go down so much from that simulator style to like an arcade style, it's kind of hard to start fucking it up at that point, especially in fucking 2020 here, where that's pretty fucking far behind the curve there.
Apparently, every sports game so far has just had a fucking shit show.
Well, and like 20 was the worst for the WWE game there, I guess. It was the worst. And I mean, when I played that free weekend of Madden 21 there were legit like the same exact little emotes they do for celebrations. Same exact ones. They changed some of the gameplay up, which made it so I did like 21 better, but I didn't notice any bugs in the little bit I played though. And I haven't played any other sports games yet. But
well, I'm just saying, like every game that's coming out that's like an annual game. So like the NFL game, the wrestling game,
all sports games there.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for them to all come out. People be like, "This is like wake up, be like, this is the same shit. Like, you didn't make it better. It's just the same thing." But now, like, you're forcing something else down my throat, or you just stopped giving a fuck a while ago, and now I'm realizing, you know what I mean?
There's already people catching on. I'm sure they're seeing sales drop, but there's still so many people dedicated to doing it every year. Because especially, like, you look at it through the streaming aspect, like Dub Dot there. No offense to him or anything, but he's mainly a Madden streamer, so to keep his stream going there, he's going to have to get that newest version there, despite whether it's crap or not. Yeah. Otherwise, it's complete rebranding for people like that.
Yeah, well, and then I think another big part of it, too, like people becoming real critical of the game is, like, they're getting kind of fed up with all the non-sports related things that a lot of these sports leagues are starting to, like, tote around that people aren't enjoying very much, which I think is kind of spilling over into where the game itself is, you know?
It's like, I want to watch sports or play games and not think about that shit.
Exactly.
I want to play my game. I want to enjoy my sports.
You want to know what the crazy thing is? I haven't said what it is, but everybody knows exactly what it is. Like, I'm really trying not to say because I know it gets everyone heated, but like it's hit a point where it's like there's nothing you can talk about for the most part where that hasn't like injected itself very forcefully, which is the most irritating part of all. You know what I mean?
It's funny because Doof's been sitting there deadpan this whole time, and you finally got like at least a smile out of him when you said that. But no, overall, I wouldn't say get the new WWE game. I mean, if you want to, I guess do what you fucking want. It's a free country. Well, from what I've heard, not from what I've seen. But I'm just saying. But if you want to get the game, get it. I would strongly suggest against it. Apparently, this is their idea while they're working out the bugs for the next WWE game, which I think is a great fucking idea. I understand you guys still trying to get the annual income coming in, and that deals with your budget and whatnot. So I think on that aspect, it's a smart idea there, especially with them being so known for having the bugs that they did have or do have. I mean, so I think that's a good way to where they got that basically done. It was way easier, I assume. Excuse me. And then now they can just sit back and start working on that next one there. And they have that extra time there to work on the bugs because they've probably been working on it. So that when it does come out, it's 2 years worth of work instead of one. Hurry up and rush it out for the year.
Exactly.
Ooh, they should do that with the sports games. Give me NFL Street again. Just remaster it. Spend your extra year fucking fixing your shit. or NHL hits. I want to be able to hit the goalie out of his net and then score. I want my 30 goal games.
What my 30 goal games this man just said. There. I got it. There's a little head going down. We just won't try head.
Yeah, as long as you don't turn your head, you're good.
Yeah,
For you guys listening and not watching, he's got this little spoof right in the back of his head there of hair.
Fuck you.
I don't have that problem, so. But a little bit with the beard with the mask, because it like, Doof, you probably have this problem too, where it puts like a hard fucking line in your beard.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like, because I take damn good care of my fucking beard. Like I shampoo it every other day. I condition it every day. I have oil I put in there for the skin underneath. I'm spitting all over this fucking mic right now. Like I'm seeing little droplets go out of my mouth.
Oh, you got a little Dooski in there? A little lip dinner?
A little fake lip dinner. A little fake.
A little lip dessert.
Not quite. I still prefer the original, but this helps. It helps.
A lip appetizer.
A lip redneck buffet.
Lip snack.
No, I enjoy snacks.
Yeah, but it's a snack's like a meal, but like smaller.
A teaser? A lip teaser?
Ooh, lip teaser.
That sounds
good.
dirty too.
Yeah.
That's what we're gonna call it now. Lip teaser.
What's your mouth, little lip teaser? Fucking excuse me, sir? This is a job interview.
Hey, if I want any lip from you, I'd rattle my zipper. Shut the fuck up.
Oh god.
That and shut your cock holster are the two greatest lines in the fucking world. To tell somebody to shut up.
Yeah,
what was that last week when you tried ending it for me? You tried doing the outro? Hey, shut your fucking cock holster.
I don't even remember how you said something about like, all right, that's a great place. And I was like, thanks for stopping by, everyone. And you're like, what? Shut your fucking cock holster! Don't you dare try and upstage me. You went off, bud.
I said that's my fucking job. It's like if you were watching The Price is Right, no, Deal or No Deal, and one of the girls with a briefcase said, "And we'll see you next week," and Howie Mandel just fucking snaps on him. There's 3 dead models in the back. You guys wondering why they have new ones every week? Howie's on his coked out rage there, just fucking killing the fucking briefcase girls.
Is Deal or No Deal like still a show?
No, I don't think he doesn't host it. I'm pretty sure. I think it's Wayne Brady, who used to be on Whose Line, does it now.
I have no idea, dude. I haven't watched like live TV in a very, very, very hot minute.
Well, yeah, nobody wants to watch fucking commercials.
I don't even think it's
Not
that
to mention TV's so fucking expensive. And then you have to watch when it pops up. Oh, I gotta wait for this show to end. That's coming up next. Or TiVo's a fucking thing of the past. Netflix, Hulu, Disney Plus, all those. You can just fucking pull it up when you want. Shitty part is they keep moving shit around. I want to be able to watch fucking Friends again. But no, I can't.
I hate Friends. If you took the laugh track out of Friends, no one would ever laugh.
Hey, Paige, what's your first name?
It's not important, okay? It's not...
There's a character in Friends named Chandler Bing. And Paige's first name is Chandler. So, his real true name is not Chandler Page. He's Chandler Bing.
It's not. Friends is a garbage
It could be better. You could be like Ross, the complaining piece of shit throughout fucking all.
If you named your child Ross, you deserve to get hit with a brick. That's a bad name for a child. A fucking garbage name for a child. Ross, come here. Like, it just, like, even saying the name Ross, like, if you're gonna get mad, it's just like you're nagging.
Is Ross short for something, or Ross the Third?
I mean, unless it was something like wild and from the 1800s, like Rosalind. Yeah, that's the only. I don't know what other short.
Rostina?
my nephew's name?
Rustina.
Rastina?
No.
Oh,
Ros-
No. Niece.
your niece's name is Rastina?
No. Rosalind.
Oh, Rosalind.
Does she go by Rosalind or Ross?
Rosie.
Okay.
That is such a better nickname than Ross.
Yeah.
If she went by Ross, you should probably throw a brick at her. Like if she decides to grow up and be professional, hit her with a brick. She doesn't.
No, her real name makes her sound like a supervillain from The Incredibles or something.
Rosalind? That's not like a supervillain's name. That's like
That's a
mediocre
supervillain name.
secretary that's got like a whole bunch of sass and like the boss loves for whatever reason. But like in a 1960s show.
I say like an 80s sitcom.
Something like that. Where men treat women like they should be, essentially.
Oh, that's perfect. That rolls right in the next spot.
I didn't even think about that.
We're skipping way ahead of my points, but it's okay. I can play some tic-tac-toe and move shit around. We ain't got shit for female listeners.
The real question is, do we want them listening?
Yes. I want to get such a wide net graphic. We're hitting a bunch of different age groups for stuff, but only men. Legit. I've looked at the charts. We have legit one female listener, and she lives with Doof.
To be fair, she uses
To be
suck
fair.
dick. To be fair.
To be fair,
To be fair. Doof, you gotta do the thing.
you gotta do it, Doof.
Okay, anyway, moving on. She does say, suck my dick a lot, and I will fuck your face, I will fuck your mother, I'll fuck your asshole, come eat my ass, you're a piece of shit. A lot of things that women don't normally.
These lines here might be why we don't get female listeners.
What, me saying what Kat says? Are you telling me
Yes.
Kat's the problem? Doof, bring her in here. I gotta yell at her for a minute.
Cat, come here.
She can't hear you.
I want some macaroni. Oh, dude, I want some fucking mac. I had a bowl of cereal. I can't. That was my dinner.
Dude, I'm making bratwurst out of this. Like delicious ass bratwurst.
Are we still doing that or no? No,
I don't
we're on
know.
video
I
now.
can't
So.
put it off when we're doing it on video because
Yeah, that's right. We're on video. Doof, what do you got for us?
So Microsoft acquired Zen Media or Zen Media. I think it's Zen Media is what it is.
Mhm.
For $7.5 billion.
Pocket change.
Yeah. So that's another curious thing too, because when Disney bought Marvel,
Mhm.
it was only $4 million. They bought Star Wars for $4 million too. That franchise. So what the hell does Bethesda and all those game companies? Why are they double the price of Marvel and
So
Star
the
Wars.
reasoning I think is because that company, sure, the big one they own is Bethesda, but there's like I think 6 other companies that they parent as well. But
I know
also,
it's the parent company for Bethesda. I know there's a few others too.
yeah, like I think including Bethesda, there's 6 that fall under it. But they're putting out some decent sized games though. You think about it.
Yes.
yeah, but the last couple games Bethesda's put out have been
Yeah, but you gotta think. But you gotta think about it. Are they working on next gen shit right now too? Just something to keep people hooked for now.
That's another thing too is everything coming out through Bethesda now is going to be on Xbox Game Pass
Yes,
day one.
but there's talks also that everything's gonna be cross-platform there. That Bethesda's doing, because Microsoft still makes money off the Bethesda sales, despite what platform they're coming from.
right. But the issue is, who the fuck wants to spend that money on PlayStation to get Fallout 76? Like, so after like Skyrim-ish, like the game started to make a decline. Like I liked Fallout 4.
Yeah, 4 came out after that. I love 4. 4 is probably my favorite so far because that was the first one I played, and then I tried to go back and play the other ones, and it's like, eh.
Well, from all the other ones, Fallout 4 made the biggest change in mechanics. Besides, like Fallout and Fallout 2, I think, and then Fallout Hearts of.
Well, 1 and 2 was an overtop sort of thing there, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Or
and then they
almost
had
overtop.
there's a third one. I can't. It's like Fallout Brotherhood of Steel or something like that, or Hearts of Steel or something.
3, I think.
Sorry, what was it?
There's number 3, and I think there's New Vegas, or maybe New Vegas was number 3.
No, so there's
New
number
Vegas
one,
was number 4 technically, I thought.
No, so there's number 1, number 2, number 3, New Vegas, 4.
4.
But in between 2 and 3, there's another one. It's like Fallout, like Brotherhood of Steel, or Fallout, like Hearts of Steel, something like that.
Fallout bullshit.
Yeah, but
It's,
nobody talks about it because it's so bad. But it was still kind of like that same top-down look.
Well, Doof can pull it up. Doof, what was it?
Yeah, tell us who's wrong.
Steel 2004. Oh, Fallout Tactics, Brotherhood of Steel.
That
was 2001, but then there was Fallout Brotherhood of Steel, which is 2004.
All right, so that was still probably that overtop style then, right? I'm guessing.
It came out in 2008.
Yeah, I didn't mind New Vegas. I mean, that'd be a good one to remaster. I think.
Well, New Vegas is considered one of the best Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas are the two like biggest Fallout
following.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Fallout New Vegas was the first Fallout game that I played, and I didn't really understand it a whole lot, so I kind of hated it. And I was like, well, I guess I'll play the third one. And like thinking that one, like Fallout 3 would be less or more new than Fallout New Vegas, and so I kind of started enjoying them. But like, so like the original Fallouts, they had like a lot of like survival shit in them, where like your gun condition and stuff like that would deteriorate, or like your food stuff would spoil and everything, or you'd lose health if you didn't drink enough.
Yeah.
Well, in Fallout 4, they removed a lot. They removed a lot of those things, and there was a lot of complaints about that. And the justification was they removed that to add in the shelter building, or like the settlement building, which I liked the settlement building. It was just kind of tedious at times. Like I like the idea of being able to build your settlement how you wanted to build it, but the fact that you had to like travel to each one, and like I'm going to put this generator here, and there's going to be this wall here, and I have to tell you to fucking do this, and I have to tell. That's when it hit the tedious, like, okay, let's fucking get this show on the road. You know what I mean?
I used to go in creative mode, and I'd make a huge ass settlement and wall it all off in the first fucking place you get Sanctuary. And I'd create some complex electrical grid that can be all controlled from one house. So I could like shut off all the street lights, or go to this button and turn on all the radios, or go to this button and turn on like a light cube somewhere that would make like a dancing guy or some shit.
Yeah.
That sounds cute, Doof. That sounds very Doof. All that does.
Or so like if you could go into creative mode, because I don't think you could necessarily do that on like the Xbox or whatever. But like on a computer, I can see how you could do that. You know.
This is all on PS4.
Huh?
This is all on PS4 before I had a computer.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I have no idea how to enter the creative mode by clicking buttons there. No, but like, if they had like a stock settlement that like you could pick like 4 or 5 different ways to build it, or like they had some stock like so like they're like, oh, you want to build defenses? This is like how you build the basic like walls and guard posts and stuff and like that kind of stuff. Then it'd be a lot more like on board with it, because then it's less thinking for me and I can just go play the game. But they also let you kind of like place other, like if you wanted to place generators in certain spots to like make some elaborate fireworks show or whatever, if that's your prerogative, that's your thing, then I wouldn't mind that either. You know what I mean? But just the fact that you had to like set everything up, I'm like, this is garbage. Well, garbage that I might go through. It's a couch on the side of the road. I might want it, but I need to see the condition it's in first.
Dude, my couch, I got it for free. And I got it set up at the house finally. It's just fucking comfy as all hell.
How's your
we
move?
Cleaned it, but
How's your move going right now?
Dude, I'm down to bare minimum right now. Everything is gone except for like clothes and the stream setup stuff. Like I don't even have guitars here. All my guitars and amps, everything's gone. My bed and bed frame, we set that up this last weekend here. That bed frame was some off-brand IKEA bullshit, and nothing was labeled correctly. None of it was for like the letters of which pieces. It took me and my drummer fucking like 2-3 hours. And then the
Well,
couch didn't want to fit through the fucking hallway.
That IKEA stuff, the letters are in Swedish. That's why nothing's matching up.
No, it wasn't actually IKEA. Like I said, it was some off-brand IKEA company I've never heard of.
Oh,
I bought it on Walmart online there, and it said, "Oh, it's shipping from this factory," and it wasn't Walmart.
It's probably like in Hungarian or something, some like podunk third world country.
I'll lay down on it just to be safe afterwards, and it's stable though, so we're good. But dude, watching that roll-up mattress there though, fucking just inflate out of the vacuum seal. Oh my, totally worth all of it.
Yeah, but you also had your drummer helping you, and from what I understand, they're not very smart.
He's a great guy. He's one of my best friends, but he's not known for his, and he'll tell you too. That's the best part. He'll tell you he's not known for being smart. Like if I suggest something other than 4/4 or cut time, I was like, dude, let's play this jazz fusion prog rock song. He'd walk out. He'd go home.
Like I have to count past 4. Are you fucking high?
Dude, it's those times get fucking hard. But no, dude, everything's all set though. I'm just debating on where to put the TV. Once I do move, and everything else. We've got the whole drum set up there. All the music gear's all set up. I got a bassist and another guitarist all set up for when we move, start practicing. The one desk is all set up. I'm gonna set up this one that I have in front of me right now. Yeah. So unfortunately though, because of all that, not this coming Friday, but the Friday after that, the 2nd, there's not gonna be a stream because I'm gonna be busy moving. But Wi-Fi's all figured out. They're going out there tomorrow to go make sure all the service and stuff's good. And I asked the lady, she's like, we're not crazy busy right now since everybody's moving back to their college towns.
Oh yeah.
So up north there's not too busy. Like I'm like, is it feasible to get internet by the 2nd? She's like, that should be no problem. She basically said like, if you're there while they're inspecting, they can hook you up right then and there. I mean, I'm not going to because I'll be at work, but.
Oh, well, it's the cable company. So they might give you like a time from 7 in the morning till 7 at night. We'll be there. Oh, they give you like an exact appointment.
Yeah, these guys don't do cable; they only do internet.
Well, I was thinking a joke that a lot of cable companies do internet, and then they give you this like wonky fucking time, and then they never show up. It's like we have to reschedule.
Yeah, well, they told me I don't need to be there for any of it, so that's nice. They said they'd be there at like I think 1:45. So they actually gave me an actual time. So, whereas the first person I talked to, like, yeah, we'll get somebody out there sometime this week. I'm like, yeah, and then nobody hit me back up about when. So the lady set it all up. She sent me a voicemail right afterwards because I missed her call like 5 minutes later. But yeah, it's gonna be all set though, and I'm swinging out to Doof's this weekend. Go pick up the computer.
Ooh, is it like all cased up and everything, or is it gonna be a bunch of loose wires for Mike?
I'm gonna get a pet cat and just lose it in there.
you know that Pokemon Tangela? It's just that ball of wires, and then it's got 2 eyes. That's what your cat computer are gonna turn into. It's some asshole covered in wire.
It's gonna be like that video of those girls filming a little video where the cat jumped into the lamp that was on with no light bulb in it, and you just hear the cat screaming and the lampshade shaking.
Oh fuck!
Yeah. It's got an SSD to run the operating system on, so you don't have very much space on your main drive, but you got a terabyte game drive, and I threw in another hard drive for like the media for I don't know, the streams and stuff that we download and stuff. So you have 500 gigs for that, a terabyte for games, and then your normal hard drive.
So would that prevent, like, say, you restarting your computer and DaVinci deleting the entirety of itself off of your computer, just by chance?
Is that what happened?
The worst fucking
I have no problems other than that one video with DaVinci.
Dude,
like, I edited this.
At all.
I
don't
know
a little laggy because it's a laptop, but that's about it.
No, dude, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's like whoever made my computer or like DaVinci just like keeps giving me like these bad patch updates or what. But like, so last night I was editing, or I was clipping out one of the dirt videos, and so I rendered it once, and then it gave me this error, and I was like, that's weird. I don't know why it's giving me an error. So I like opened it up to like look and see, and it played through just fine and everything, but it wouldn't let me move it because it said it had an error. I was like, that okay, maybe it was like an error with like the file name or whatever. So I rendered it again, gave me another error. So then I had to check OneDrive because I've just found out now that OneDrive saves everything, but it only saves to 15 gigs, and then it'll give me an error if there's too much shit in there. Not too much shit in OneDrive, so I'm trying to figure out what the fuck's going on. And it's like, that's weird. So I closed DaVinci, and I opened it back up, and it let me know, like, hey, patch like 16.27.4, whatever dumb shit is ready. And I was like, cool, I'll install that. So I was like, I figured that was what the issue is, so I installed the new patch. Installed the new patch, rendered it again, still got an error. And I was like, that's weird. And so Doof's like, yeah, just uninstall DaVinci and then reinstall it. It won't be a problem. I was like, okay. So I went in the program files, and there was 7 fucking folders with DaVinci in them. It was all like Blackmagic design. There was like 7 of them. And so I opened each one, and each one had the same fucking patch note. And then it had like a copy 1, copy 2. And I was like, that's weird. So I deleted all the extra copy ones, tried doing it, nothing happened. So just now, or not now, but like last night, I deleted that dirt video, saved the project, and then restarted my computer, and I was like, maybe this will help. I don't know why it has the same patch 7 fucking times, but okay. So I get to my computer, and there was 3 fucking things on my desktop. Microsoft Edge, the recycling box, and fucking Steam. I couldn't even figure out what happened, because like I'd like open up my computer, and it had like all my regular desktop icons, and there's like 7 of them, so it's not hard to memorize what they all look like. And I was like, cool. And I went to click on one, and they just all disappeared and like just shifted up. And I was like, what the fuck just happened? So then I went to look. So I tried to open DaVinci. Like I like searched it in my little like file folder thing, and it came up with like 8 different file folders. I was like, I don't. So I tried to open them, and it just kept telling me like DaVinci's either been deleted or moved to this file. I was like, what the fuck is happening right now? And so I was like, I'll just delete all of DaVinci. So I deleted all the folders, like put them out. And then I reinstalled DaVinci, but it gave me one file. It didn't reinstall all of DaVinci. It gave me one desktop application, and it was like this shortcut application of the desktop. So every time I tried to open it, it's like the file's incomplete. You didn't even install all these different things. Dude, I'm not even. I started at like 4:20 in the afternoon, and like when you shot me the message said, "Are you guys ready?" I was busy like opening up DaVinci to see if it was working. That's what I did for like an hour and a half, almost 2 hours. I was so fucking mad.
Oh,
like,
I was fucking crying.
All the folders that had anything DaVinci rendered deleted themselves. There was one folder that just kept telling me there was an error that it had been deleted or moved, and like I couldn't figure it out. I tried to open it, nothing. I tried to pin it to the home bar, nothing. I tried to search for it, nothing. I couldn't find it, and then I just created a new file that had the same name, and all of a sudden it's like, we've now found this file. And I was like, all right, well, I guess everything in there is fucking gone. And then I went through like all of my like hard files. So like, you know how I always have like documents, photos, audio, or video or whatever. I went through those. Probably 40,000 files of like nothing, like 10 kilobyte files. And I'm pretty sure they're from that Red Dead video that got fucked up. But I'm also pretty sure it's from like all those times DaVinci's giving me an issue where it's like cannot finish processing. So it just stuffs all that shit into whatever file it can find.
So do you have it working now?
I think so. I didn't get to start rendering anything, but it opened up and nothing was deleted. So I think I've got it figured out. Not 100% sure, but maybe. Just maybe.
What did you have him buy, Doof?
It's not the computer.
I believe user error. That sounds about right.
Dude, I'm not even joking. I've deleted DaVinci. And before you say, you didn't delete the right one, I didn't delete the shortcut off my desktop and then call it good. I went into the program files, looked for Blackmagic Design, and deleted that whole fucking folder and reinstalled it at least 3 times. At the very least, 3 times. And every time, like, I get 1 or 2 rendering videos done, and then it's like, fuck you! And then just shits the bed for everything else.
No, I'm having no problems. Like, you can ask Doof. I even did like some special effects on the art there that I added in there, and I'm having no problems with it. I'm doing pretty well. The Stinger transition I did in DaVinci, and it's handling it. And
Looks real crisp too, by the way.
the Stinger. Wait till you see this new video, man.
Oh,
Have you ever seen Vin Diesel drive across the screen? Have you watched it yet, Doof?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Or a silly snake dancing.
I'm a silly.
Yeah.
No, sneaky snake. That's what it is. I'm a sneaky snake.
Sneaky snake. Oh.
Oh, dude. Well, that's why I asked Doof is because I'd had so many issues with DaVinci before.
Mm-hmm.
Will you please just look at it before I fuck it up? And 7 of the exact same patches later, I just deleted every. Fuck. The only reason that I'm not like super mad is because it didn't delete Steam off my computer, and like that had actual shit that I care about on there. Not that I don't care about the podcast or the stream or the recordings, but like,
There's one game you play on Steam, bud,
yeah,
and a big portion of this Millitello brand depends on you having DaVinci working on your computer. So that should be a way bigger than your one game you have on there.
one of those things has so many more hours than the other. Like
That
80
should not be
hours.
correct. That should not be correct.
I don't know what to tell you, man.
All right, boys. We're going to do 3 videos a week now.
Excuse me, sir.
3
We
videos
do
a week.
3 videos a week.
What?
So we do 3 videos a week.
Oh.
Podcast, 2 recording videos.
We're going to do 3 gameplay videos a week.
All right, good luck with that.
My balls hurt hearing that.
I'm just kidding. We're not. I can't devote any more time.
Whew. What a.
No, I did just get affiliated, though, for another game, though. And it sounds like it's going to be a pretty easy game.
Wait, what game is it?
It's a great question.
No, we can come back to it. We can circle around.
No, I can pull it up here real quick on the next spot. She sees
no,
red.
What was that?
She sees red.
DC's red.
So she, as in a female, sees red, as in the color.
No idea. No impact. No idea.
It's so it's like a movie where you get to decide the scenarios and stuff like that, basically.
Oh,
but it's
okay.
technically a game. I'm like, fuck, okay, why not?
So
But it's
kind
not
of
Telltale though.
Is it like a sorry, I'm trying to like a real movie the game?
Yeah, it's like real people and whatnot. From what I've seen, I haven't seen much. Like I've just seen still shots of the game. That's it. So,
is it similar to like the Complex or Quantum Break? I think.
no idea, man.
No,
I haven't played it. I tossed my name into the hat, and they're like, "Damn, you got a good-looking beard. Let's do business with you, dude." It's freaking awesome, though. I mean, everything's growing, and it's not crazy fast or anything, but it's way faster than what I was expecting. I would have never dreamed in like the first 5 years we get an affiliate for any fucking games or anything like that. But
but we're growing consistently. Like it might not be fast, but like we're making small steps every day, and that's.
But you all should subscribe to YouTube because that's the only thing that stopped. Our viewership's going up and whatnot, but not subscribers.
Yeah. Well, I think a lot of people in Turkey are like, wow, this is what Americans talk about. It's like some of them, not the good ones, but some of them.
Oh, shit.
Twitch streams, too. We've shot up from around 6 to 7 viewers on average to recently I've been seeing around up to 12 and 13 just in the past few streams.
Yeah.
Even when you're streaming alone, like before I hop in, there's like 12 or 13 people already there.
Yeah, I streamed Final Fantasy VIII yesterday, and we were floating around 10 to 12 there. I made a new friend. Her name's Jessica, and she was my my researcher there. I'm like, okay, so I'm like, where are all these GFs at? She's like, I'm on it. So she's just sitting there clicking away, figuring it all out, and then we're trying to figure out different ways for the game. And it was fun though. It's really good, and it's consistently growing. I'm trying to catch up to other streamers, but they keep growing too, which is great for them. Don't get me wrong, but I want to catch up. I feel like I'd be caught up if I wouldn't have taken such a long break from when I first started streaming.
Yeah, well, you got busy moving out here and everything too with the stream and whatnot.
Yeah, I want to say I was at 450 when I left, and that was in the matter of 3 months. I got up to 450 followers.
Yeah.
And then when I started up again by myself there, it was crazy slow. I was only doing Twitch streaming, and I was crazy strict. I was crazy strict on my schedule over there too. But I was doing 5 or 6 days a week, which is way too much. I mean, it was working at the time though. But then since I got everything like hardcore set up during quarantine, and there were so many other streamers hopping on, the market's so saturated right now. But I think that's going to stop here soon now that people are going back to work, school, and all those other things. People are going to realize this shit takes a lot of fucking time. Like, I mean, it'd be a lot easier, don't get me wrong, if we didn't do YouTube and the podcast, but I fucking love doing this podcast. It's crazy easy. Well, it's just me and the boys bullshitting, basically talking about shit we want to talk about. And then the YouTube videos there, it's another way to get it out there, and I get to get new content out to people. Well, I got my awesome stream team here too, which always helps.
Stream team. Stream team. No, so I like the podcast.
You gotta fucking do it too.
Because it's basically me just like getting a little like tastefully hammered and chatting with the boys. Like if we walked in here with no talking points and just like sat down talking, just like bullshitting.
Probably do it.
We could. I know we could do it one every week. We could probably do 2 podcasts a week just bullshitting about nothing for like 3 hours.
Well, let's try that for next week, son. Let's just try no talking points or anything. Let's come in here and just bullshit. Paige, fix your lights.
Oh, it's gonna be the yellow light above.
It's fine.
Well, let me see.
You have light coming in. It's just not hitting your fucking face. I figured it hit your nose or something.
Hey, man.
There we go. I was looking for the Doof smile. You're just not high enough in that chair to hit the fucking light.
Damn you, height. There we go.
That's a little bit better.
That's not as good as it's gonna get. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to grab like the kitchen chair and sit uncomfortably.
You mean the one right behind you?
The very one right there.
Yeah.
That's what I play games on, and I stream on, and I watch videos on. People are gonna go, "Oh, that's uncomfortable." And I go, "No, it's super nice because my back has to stay real straight to lean in it."
No. This is a pretty nice chair, other than the fact that it almost always fucking like floats down. But I'm gonna get some duct tape here soon enough, and that's gonna be done.
Yo.
But I gotta see how the setup's gonna go for the new house. That's the weird part. I'm trying to figure out the placement for everything in the living room, because I know I'm using one of the bedrooms there just for storage, and I'm tossing air mattress there for when my drummer crashes there, and then I got my room, which is just gonna have my bed and a dresser whenever I get that. But right now I got a drum set, I've got all my amps, I've got a couch, I got a TV stand, I'm gonna have 2 computer desks in there. I'm gonna have fucking 3 computers. It's but no, and in all honesty, I think starting off until I get a decent amount of games on Steam there, I'm just gonna use the one Doof's building to do the actual stream.
Yeah.
Until we start building up some games, because I know people already want to play Among Us with me right now. Instigator, he messaged me earlier today, and we were talking a little bit, and we talked about playing some Among Us together. I feel like I'd be really good at lying.
Dude, the Among Us
lying and killing, like it sounds like the perfect game for me.
It's pretty straightforward. No, dude, the Among Us memes though, they've been fucking on fire lately. Like,
oh yeah,
pristine meme content. But like the crazy thing is, like, you remember all the memes that were like super big and iconic? Every one of them fits a situation in Among Us. I've never played, but they all fit like some sort of situation, I guess. Which is fucking, it's pretty funny. And like there's a bunch of memes coming out too from Among Us, and it's I haven't seen one Among Us meme where I've been like, that's dumb. Everyone I've seen, I'm like, I haven't played the game, but I understand this really well. But I guess those same guys that made Among Us have like a bunch of other games too. I was watching Kevin play a bunch.
A Stickman one, right?
Yeah.
That looked good. That looked good.
But
The only
yeah,
thing is though, like since I already watched the gameplay of him doing it, and that game, you only have so many choices there to move on. So
yeah, that is true. But I think that was one of the older games that they had done.
yeah, that I mean, that looks fun. And then so what's that other one? Fall Guys.
Oh,
So
yeah.
was it Fall Guys? Is
That
that what
one,
you-
yeah, that one looks fun too.
I would play Fall Guys.
Of course, we play Fall Guys, and then we got a request from somebody for us to play. What is it? Not Human Fall Flat, but Gang Beasts.
Game Beasts?
Yeah, it's like Human Fall Flat. Remember how you had to control all the limbs there to climb, but you fight each other.
Gotcha. That makes
Yeah.
sense.
It's
Tell you
pretty.
what, my
Huh?
my friend was telling me about it. I threw it in the mega folder just so I'd remember what it was. But it's basically like dirt, but the cars that you use have soft body physics. So like if you hit somebody like in their door is going to be dented. Or if you hit
Ooh,
somebody like in their fender is going to be dented.
I like
Damn.
that.
And it's like circle 8 tracks and shit like that. So like you're going to hit someone.
Those RV demolition derby tracks.
No, have you ever gone to like one of the demolition derbies that has the figure 8 train cars?
Mm-hmm.
Those are the best. I love those because the center car always flips onto its roof somehow.
No, they used to take old buses and whatnot and do the figure eights with them.
I remember those. Yeah, those were good.
Like, how many people are going to die today?
One time they had trailer figure 8s at the raceway out here before they closed it down. Rip Rocky Mountain Raceway. Dude, Rocky Mountain Raceway was crazy. Like, I never went there drunk, but it was like even sober. It wasn't like dumb and like NASCAR. It was fucking crazy fun. Like the only time that it got boring is when the actual race came on, because they do like the dirt rally races, you know.
Uh-huh.
But before that, they'd have like all these like fun little events where they'd be like, "All right, we're gonna do the figure 8," and everyone would lose their shit. Like,
Those are the best
yeah.
ones. I mean, don't get me wrong.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
the race is okay, but if I can see fucking people hitting each other and whatnot, that's 1,000
Oh,
times better.
For sure.
So I was scrolling through YouTube there, and there goes the chair.
I'm gonna upgrade to the kitchen chair real quick.
Okay. So while he's switching, so I was scrolling on through YouTube there, and I was finding some music, and I found Blink-182 put out a new song about a month ago, and it's called Quarantine, and it was really good. The music video was fucking epic. It was a lyric video, but it had like shots of them playing throughout it also. So it's like they put the lyrics over top of them playing in these different shots there, and it's basically just talking about basically how fucking bored they are, and they went a little political with it, not too much, but yeah, it was a really good song though. I strongly suggest you guys check her out. It's called Quarantine by Blink 182.
When you were talking about it earlier, when you said Blink 182's new song Quarantine and why do we not have any women viewers, I was super fucking confused because I thought that was the entire name of the song.
No.
I was like, that's a long song title. It's gonna be pretty intense.
We seriously don't. Like I said, Kat's the only one because I love analytics and I look at them probably about every other hour for everything.
For anyone who doesn't know, Mike's a double math dropout, so he's pretty keen on letting us know that he knows about math, but he's just not understanding.
Listen here, I only dropped out the first time I dropped out because I flooded. There you go. You guys hear all these stories about me dropping out twice. I'm gonna give you your fucking reasons right here, okay? First time I dropped out is because I did way too much stuff. I was going to school full time. I was working full time. I was drumming in a grunge band and playing shows all the time. So basically a band full time. And I had a bunch of shitty ass fucking roommates. And it was just too much. And all at once, I dropped out of school. I quit my job. I quit the band. I moved out. By moved out, I mean I moved with no plans anywhere to go, and I lived in my car.
It's true.
Yeah.
And then he met me, his North Star, if you will.
No, not right away. There was a lot that happened. So I joined another band. I lived in my car with all my equipment while playing in this band.
People off the glory hole, the truck stop for 15 cents a piece. You ever see a
make that gas
jukebox
money.
inside of a bathroom stall? Is basically one of those, but there's no jukebox. It's a hole with some duct tape.
Dude, for shows, we'd have to ask them to like Western Union us our payment for the show, so we'd have gas to get there and back. So we could just get there because we didn't have enough to get there even. But no, it was after that band broke up. I moved down to Detroit. I worked at Big Boy for like a year. I got my car broken into and half my music equipment stolen out of the trunk of my car. And then I moved up north, worked at the Shell station, said I hated it, joined the military. After all that fun stuff, I met that drunk bastard.
I'm not drunk. I'm tastefully hammered.
He's an alcoholic.
I've
seen the light of my ways. He hasn't. It's as simple as that. So you look at his hands. He doesn't know what's going on.
The video's reversed. That's why it's fucking me up. Is because I'm looking at the wrong hand, obviously.
Arizona's the only tall boy I need.
He says that, but it's like some guy that just got out of AA. God's gonna fix all of his problems, telling you that you don't need.
Hey, what month we in?
Yeah.
September?
Yep.
I'm almost 10 months sober.
Why?
And cigarette free.
That's good.
Because I realized I had a problem. I still dip, don't get me wrong. Speaking of which, where's that can? Dude, I keep hitting the shit out of this fucking... I'm going to get one of those fancy mic stands that clips onto your desk there. One of the actual podcast ones there.
No idea.
You watch the Joe Rogan podcast?
I listened to it.
You've never seen the video where it swivels there, kind of?
Oh, okay. I know what you're talking. Well, I watched clips of it, but I don't really pay attention to what they're doing in the clips. I just kind of like put it on and they go do what
I want one of his fucking mics though. That thing's fucking expensive. I think it's an SM57, and that's like a $250 mic.
Dude, you know what drives me nuts? Like, so I like Joe Rogan's podcast, but one on Spotify. Because you can't set it up so it's just audio. Like
where it plays the video also.
Yeah, so anytime like I pause it for a second because I get like a text message or a phone call or like any notification, I open that up. It pauses and then I come back to it. It's just sitting there fucking loading. What the fuck is going on here?
It's loading another 3 hours of the podcast when you've only watched 2.
Exactly. Yeah. And so like it's made it a little bit harder to get through. Not because I don't want to, but because. Like for me to get through it, like it takes like a day or two for me to like actually like finish the whole episode. Yeah. And then I gotta go back like 20 minutes to figure out what they're talking about then, because then I forget like what's going on. But it's just because like every time I stop it, it has to load again. So I have to close Spotify, let it load back in, wait, then load the video and the audio.
There's only I think 1 or 2 episodes where I've actually sat there and listened to the thing all the way through. One was Jake the Snake Roberts.
Uh-huh.
His fucking story is fucking. I mean, it's sad as all hell, but it's a fucking amazing story that he has of his life. And then the other one I think was like Travis Barker, and that's just because I'm a huge Blink fan. As you know, I got Blink tattoo.
I've listened all the way through. Well, I should say there's a lot of people I've listened all the way through with Joe Rogan's podcast, but it's because like once I started getting, I shouldn't say like politically involved's the wrong word, but like politically conscious, I guess. Because like so there's a journalist that I like to listen to. He makes a podcast every day. It's not a boring podcast. He just kind of like explain.
You said political and journalist. Nothing sounds fun about that.
I know it doesn't sound fun to you.
I'd rather jerk off with razor blades.
Maybe, but
that got Doof turned on right there. See his eyebrows shoot up? That's the first emotion we've seen in like 20 minutes.
The craziest part about his podcast is he's one, not like super one side or the other, which is nice. But two, like a lot of these news companies he brings up, he's either worked for or consulted for, basically, you know? Mm-hmm. And so it's like, oh, so he knows the people that are like fucking shit up. And so like there's people like that started coming on the Joe Rogan podcast, and I was like, well, I want to know what they have to say. And he was talking to them, and like I put so much more stuff that I was aware of, but not like paying attention to into light. and kind of like clarified a lot of stuff.
Oh.
But now, like, it makes me mad because he signed that leasing agreement. I think it's a leasing agreement. I know he has the contract with Spotify, but I don't know if it's just a leasing agreement or like a hosting.
I have no idea.
Well,
There's some contract.
So I'm not sure exactly what's going on, but I guess there's this whole kerfuffle, I guess is what we'll call it, in New York, where Spotify's main office is, and a bunch of the staff are like, we need to have editorial rights to the Joe Rogan podcast. It's like, why the fuck would you need any of those rights to his podcast? Like,
they tried that before. He's already shot Spotify down, like, I think 3 times before they signed this deal
for like $100 million.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, no, they finally said, like, hey, we're gonna put it on here. You just do your thing. I was listening to his most recent one with Ron White, where they were discussing it there.
Yeah.
That's the other one. Every time he gets Ron White is fucking amazing.
Ron White's really good, yeah.
Ron White is like Doof if he like became an alcoholic. No reaction from Doof there. He's Googling something.
Yeah.
But yeah, they were discussing it and they wanted to have like choose who the guests were going to be, what they were going to talk about, and all that. And so he shot that shit down. They kept throwing more money at him, and so they kept throwing more money, and then kept that higher dollar amount, but also said, "Hey, just go ahead and do your thing, man." So, I mean, he lucked out on it. So,
yeah, but so the issue now is when he immediately moved over, I think there was like 11 or 15 episodes that did get moved over with him from YouTube to Spotify. And I don't know if they had some. Huh?
Of the 1,000 some that he has.
Yeah, well,
so there's like 3 a day.
Well, so there's like 11 or 15 episodes that always come up. Like anytime you hear anything bad about Joe Rogan, which they're really like, there's not anything bad about him. You know what I mean? Like he's a pretty solid guy.
Yeah.
But there's always like 11 or 15 episodes where he's had what some people would call problematic guests on that didn't get uploaded to Spotify, and I don't know if they have uploaded them yet or not. But then the other thing is, I don't know if it was this last week or the week before. So a bunch of people in New York, Spotify main office, were having like a fucking fit. They were, because there was an office in like Germany or something that like uploads this podcast or does the rendering, something about how they distribute it out of Germany, and like the main office in New York. And I could be getting the German office wrong. I just know it's like a European
area. Anyways,
office. They were fine with everything, and they didn't really have anything to say. But they got brought up for something. I can't remember what it is. I'll have to go back and look at some of the stuff I was reading and watching. But then the New York office, I guess a bunch of like the employees are like, if we don't have editorial rights or we don't have the rights to determine what guests he can ask to come on, and like basically take the Joe Rogan podcast and then say this is Spotify's Joe Rogan podcast.
Yeah,
is what they're getting upset about, because they want to be able to censor it. So they want to be able to add like trigger warnings or like outright censor entire parts of the podcast. So like if they decide like this 20-minute span nobody can listen to, they just cut it out and say this is inappropriate. And so I guess there's that going on. And I don't know if that's why some of the stuff he's been doing has been delayed, or if it's because he
just moved studios.
I know he just moved studios, and he's done some podcasts out of the new studio. But there's been a few episodes that have had like a day or two delay between all the other ones. And that's why I'm saying I don't know if it's like what's going on with what's happening with the head office in New York, if it's in moving studios, if it's guests and just like getting them scheduled, or like a combination of all three, you know?
I'd say it's probably a combination, because with COVID still going, he's in Texas now, which is obviously how we got Ron White. I guess they're like damn near neighbors now.
Yeah.
And then, you know, the new distribution setup that he has, because I'm sure he had it all set up kind of like what we do with Anchor, where we're pretty set in the way of doing it now, other than this last week because Da Vinci there. But for the most part, everything's all set, so it's pretty fucking easy. Whereas now you're switching the way you're doing it, so you switch in a different way of doing it. Harder to get guests, setting up and getting everything figured out there for even your new studio setup and all that. Those are all factors that I'd say probably play into it, because he was pretty dead set on not having anybody own any part or any editing parts of it or anything like that.
Yeah, well, so that's what I'm asking. So it's what like kind of came up was like whether or not it was just like a strict licensing agreement, which basically means he will specifically put his podcast out on this platform.
Mhm.
And the issue might be that there's not anything in the contract that explicitly states that Spotify will publish every episode. Because if they don't have that, he can't publish his episodes anywhere else. But as long as Spotify paid him, they don't actually have to upload any of his podcasts. They just had to have paid him to
do them,
or like distribute through him. You know.
Yeah. Well, either way, he's gonna put them up on YouTube. So
just his clips, not his whole podcast, just his clips. So the actual podcast has to go through Spotify, but everything else.
I just saw his most recent Ron White one there on YouTube.
The whole thing?
Yep. Yeah, he's got that fancy red studio there. Yeah.
Like the whole 3 or 4 hour podcast?
Yep. Yep, and then obviously you got your highlight clips and whatnot that he does for all of them. But yeah, he's still doing the full videos up there.
Maybe the what's the word?
Well, think about it. His podcast is the biggest podcast right now, right?
Right.
And just by just the cash flow that Spotify is going to have coming in from people clicking on Spotify there, instead of, because I remember before when I wanted to listen to it, I downloaded a different app for it. Yeah. But now that it's on Spotify, and so many people already have fucking Spotify, you know.
Well, one of the things is they bought Joe Rogan. No, I shouldn't say they bought Joe Rogan, but they paid Joe Rogan for a contract.
License.
I say that they bought the license with the Joe Rogan community.
They human trafficked him, man.
Exactly. He was in Mexico. They went over, threw a bag on his head. Now he's here.
You have fun trying to do that to Joe Rogan.
You know how fucking hard that would be.
No, Ron White brought that up about how he confronted Carlos Mencia about joke stealing. He's like, "What's Carlos Mencia gonna do? Slap you in the face? He ain't gonna do a damn fucking thing." fucking Joe Rogan's kicks are fucking legendary.
The dude's almost in his 60s, and I still would want to be in a 10-foot radius if he was upset.
Yeah, he's 55, I want to say. 54.
He's pretty old. He looks really young, but he's pretty old.
How old's Joe Rogan?
$53.
Oh, I was off by a little bit. Still 53 though. The guy's still rocking a fucking 6-pack. He's in great fucking shape.
Oh,
but then again, he trains like crazy too, though. So
yeah, well, I think he only gets 6 hours of sleep a night. The rest of the day, he's just going at it.
No, he said he has to get a solid 8 hours. Lightest he'll go is 7, and then he feels like shit, so he goes anywhere from 8 to 10 hours of sleep.
Well, what was it? What do they call it during October? I think it is with
Sober October.
That's what it's Sober October. Tom Segura was talking about it with Bert Kreischer, and you know how they all have the whatever at
Whoop.
What's it called? Gloop or Boop or whatever.
Whoop.
Swoop. That's what it is.
Yep, that's what I said. Swoop, not whoop.
Oh, okay.
Swoop. Yep.
Yeah. But they were comparing each other's stats, and I guess Joe Rogan only had 6 hours of recovery time every night, which is your sleep and everything. You know what I mean?
But Joe Rogan's a total fucking alpha male, though. He refuses to be fucking beat, whereas Bert and fucking Tom, they're kind of competing against each other.
Well, even then, they still do a lot of shit that's pretty fucking crazy too.
Yeah, Bert fucking ran a fucking marathon. He's ran a couple
46.2 mile marathon just because he decided he was going to do it. Could you imagine having that mental power to be I'm a drunk, I've never exercised a day in my life, I'm going to go run 26.2 fucking miles and then do it nothing else, and then just be yeah, it really hurt the next day, so I drank some water and had a vodka martini. What?
Let's go run a marathon, guys. Let's do it.
I mean, I don't think we'll do it, but try.
Let's do it. You down, Doof? We'll do it together, so we'll go at a slow pace.
I'm walking.
That's fine. That's fine. You see Paige and I tossing in pinches along the way. Just spitting, grabbing the water cups and whatnot. What the fuck?
Give me that water, just throw it out the side, start spitting into it. Like, what the fuck is wrong with that, man?
We're just treating fucking Doof like an empty camel, trying to stock him up on water there. Just having him drink them all and hand us the cups to spit in.
Oh, fuck.
Dude, we got way off fucking topic there. Yeah, I see what you mean, dude. It'd be pretty fucking easy. I mean, we just talked for like the last half an hour about fucking Joe Rogan, but
Exactly.
let's promote our podcast, not other ones. Gosh, he's doing fine.
Well, I know he's doing fine, but what I'm saying is we need to emulate something in a very
Organic way.
organic. Well, I don't want to say like
Whole Foods.
but have something to look forward to make like this is.
Do you see that sexy mug below me? That's what you have to look forward to.
Doof will touch himself on camera if we get 100 views. Yo,
By when?
huh?
By when?
Ever.
Oh, because the one podcast there, I think that like 40 some views. Fucking chair.
No, this specific one, if we get 100 views, Doof will touch him. He will jumble them man titties around. He will flap them pancakes right
On his channel. On his channel, not on my shit.
on Mike's OnlyFans. Dump Truck Daddy. Go look it up.
Dump Truck Daddy.
No, dude. I was playing WMD the other day with some coworkers that all still work.
You guys
like,
keep talking. I gotta go take a piss.
All right, man. I was playing Worms WMD with some coworkers that like, still work in the building that I worked in the warehouse with, but now I'm in the office, and they thought that I got fired or like quit. And so the joke now is like anyone that gets fired or whatever, they just start an OnlyFans. So they're joking about me starting an OnlyFans, and I was like, hell yeah, dog! I've got an OnlyFans. It's like, oh, we got to look up exotic on OnlyFans. Like, no, I'm not so dumb I'd put my gamer tag or anything with it. Like, oh, what would you put up there? And I was like, it's obviously Dump Truck Daddy. You want to come see some asshole pics with me slapping my balls around? Oh,
got that so fast.
as soon as I said it, I was like, I mean, I could make one under Dump Truck Daddy. It wouldn't have my balls flying around, but I mean, people would show up. It'd probably be very specifically the gay community, because I don't know any woman that's like Dump Truck Daddy. Let's go look that up. But, you know.
That or the scat fetish community.
Huh?
So that or the scat fetish community.
Cat fetish. That's true. Yeah, scat fetish. They might show up. I'd take a dump on camera. Like, if people are like, we want to watch you take a shit, like, you can watch me in the toilet. I don't give a fuck.
$20 a month.
Yeah. Like, there's certain kinds of, like, porn where I'm like, that's hardcore porn. But when someone's like, I want to watch you take a poop into a toilet, I'm like, that's just, like, you watching somebody do a dump. Like, that happens all the time in bathrooms across America. I don't know what's so weird. Like, I get what's weird about it, but I don't understand what's the worst part about that.
I don't know. That's something I'm into.
It's raining hard as shit right now.
You're not into what, butt stuff?
No.
Watching people take shits. Yeah, you missed a little bit.
What the fuck?
Dump Truck Daddy, OnlyFans, gay community, scat fetish. Here we are. I know you don't understand, but when you listen later, you'll understand so much more.
I don't think I'll want to listen later.
I think that's going to be the highlight that I had in the description of this video. Like the very beginning of the Dump Truck Daddy.
You're done. You're done.
OnlyFans.
You're done.
That's what I'm doing for the video. That's the description. That's all it's going to be. That's all it's going to be.
Please don't. All right, guys. We are on to Florida Man. I got some good shit for you.
Right. Back. Hit me. Win it.
Florida Man sentenced for smuggling lizards from the Philippines.
Remember the last time we did Florida Man and I said that they have like not regular drug cartels, they have like exotic animal trafficking cartels
like
down there? This proves my entire point right there.
Florida Man ingests 4 baggies of heroin, jumps out ambulance.
Obviously, you don't want to lose your heroin.
Woman falls through ceiling while trying to escape a Hillsborough jail.
Sounds par for the course.
That's not good. Florida man steals 4 vials of cat blood.
Does it explain for what?
Nope.
Where do you have vials of cat blood?
In his car now, apparently.
110% this man broke into the veterinary office, didn't lie about having to be there for an actual animal. And he's going to go home and give his actual cat a blood
Boater rescues man stranded under bridge. He was out there all night in just shorts.
That doesn't sound that bad.
Man arrested after girl hit with flagpole during street corner pro-Trump rally.
Wait, what? Say that again?
Swinging a flagpole like a baseball bat?
That's what I'm guessing. Man arrested after girl hit with flagpole during street corner pro-Trump rally. He hit her with a flagpole.
It goes one of two ways. It's either the Trump dude that's like, fuck this little cunt, and just swung as hard as he could. Or that girl's like, man, this dude's a dick for yelling at me for loving Trump, and he swung at her. There's not a reverse. There's not a reverse. That man hit a girl because she either A, didn't like the man or loved him too much. And liked what he's doing too much. That's the word I meant to say. Not love too much, otherwise it's inappropriate and very Epstein.
Florida man needs ride home, dials 911 to report body at McDonald's.
Why have I never thought of that before?
Because there's a mugshot of him. So he got arrested.
Explain everything in the mugshot.
Florida man attacked by alligator that tried to drag him underwater escapes by gouging its eyes.
That sounds about right. Yep.
Could you imagine that? Just saying you fucking survived a gator attack?
Well, there's a bunch of surfers that survive shark attacks because the shark bites, but it gets a lot of the surfboard, so it's just a surface bite. Mm-hmm. An alligator's I'm gonna drag you down and then do a death spiral until you can't find up. Mm-hmm. So that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, because they do it pretty quick there once they slash onto you there, because it's full kill mode there.
Well, have you seen how heavy they are? When they go down in the water, they drop a lot in the water when they.
Oh yeah, gators are fucking huge.
They're scary.
All wildlife is scary. I'm scared of the outdoors.
Dude, Mike, you're scared of mice and spiders.
Dude, oh my god, mice are fucking AIDS rodents. And fucking spiders have too many legs, and snakes don't have legs. I'm sorry, but if you don't have legs, you shouldn't be able to move.
Hold on one second. No, someone just hit my doorbell, which is wild.
It's a B&E. All right, we'll go on and continue on without him so you can hear this greatness later. Florida man, 48, was already shackled before cops slapped on the handcuffs. So he was already locked. Oh, I wonder if it's something kinky.
So I was thinking.
Florida man charged with accidentally shooting bear that was trying to eat his trash. So I don't know what he was accidentally shooting at, because that doesn't sound like being an accident. It sounds pretty on purpose. Let's see what else we got. Florida man attempts to rally support by misquoting A Bug's Life after getting booted from Disney World for not wearing a mask.
I remember seeing that, yep.
What the fuck? Holy shit. Oh my god. So did they have Carol Baskins there on Dancing with the Stars?
I don't know if it's premiered yet, but yeah.
All right, so a family of Carol Baskin's missing husband runs commercial during her Dancing with the Stars debut. The irony. The fucking irony. And that's what we got for fucking Florida man. He wants to answer the fucking door. That's his fault. He misses out.
All right.
You said you got another one for us, don't you, Doof?
Oh yeah, we can go over it.
As well.
Little quick thing to end the podcast here. A little Call of Duty Cold War updates.
Oh yeah.
I'm really into this right now.
Yeah, I know.
So the beta period is opening up for the game for people who pre-ordered it. PS4 is getting it a week earlier than Xbox and PC. I don't know why. I don't know what the deal they struck there. But it's
Bullshit.
October 8th for them. Then everyone else. For anyone who's pre-ordered the game, it's October 8th. PS4 open beta, so I guess anyone. The 10th and the 12th. And then Xbox and PC is the 15th. And then it's opening up to everyone on 17th through 19th. So just everyone can play it. The beta.
Bitchin'. Is it going to be multiplayer or just Warzone?
Online.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So
I know that since they did Warzone for free this time, like I wasn't sure if that's how that was going to work there, but
I don't know. Well, let's see what some of the modes are. Apparently, they're doing something with Ground War. They're trying to integrate like Ground War with not domination, because that's kind of what Ground War is. But, they're trying to like mix Ground War and some of the online multiplayer stuff, like because Ground War
like Jill confirmed. I think that'd be a good one.
So they're not super large maps, but they're not super small maps.
Okay.
So, yeah, they're gonna try to do all that stuff, but
that might be fun.
That
might be fun. It doesn't sound too bad. Of course, we'll probably end up getting it eventually. I don't know if I'll get it right away, but
I already pre-ordered it.
Of course you did. Fucking of course you did. All right, everybody. I want to thank you for stopping by the Professionally Amateur Show. We do appreciate you guys stopping by for all the love and the sticky love. Stop. This is the sign out. This is my fucking part. You tried this fucking last week. I'm not gonna have it happen again. So you just leave.
No.
Just go walk out. Walk out. Go play with your dog. We don't. There you go. Thank you so much for checking out the Professionally Amateur Show. Get the fuck out of the picture. Wherever you are listening or watching, make sure to hit that like, follow, subscribe, whatever it is on there. Especially on YouTube, please hit subscribe. It's really sad. We do appreciate all the love and support. Make sure to check out me on Twitch. I stream every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We upload new gameplay video every Tuesday and Thursday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on our YouTube channel. Make sure to follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and join our good old Discord community where all the fun stuff happens. All the gaping asshole pictures of Doof are in the Discord, and that's the place to check them out. And
they're under the meme folder.
The meme folder will be gone by the time this fucking podcast is up. I'm tired of your fucking memes. You have a fucking problem. You need to quit drinking and quit with your memes. And on a lighter note, that's all we got for you today. As always, you've been sexy. I've been Millitello. Until next time, I'll see you guys later.